Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Smart Networker. Today is December 19th. Boy, this is the Christmas week, isn't it? So excited that you're all here. And as you log on, if you would please mute yourself, that would be great. And this will be recorded, and there will be a PowerPoint presentation available on daverolf.com of the entire presentation as well that I've created. So I'm going to share my screen with you and we'll get started. Okay. Okay, I think we're good now. There we go. All right, so this is going to be a take a look series. That's a continuation of everything else that's been going on the site, and it's in that format. So we're going to take a look at the new incentives and what the company's done. So the Take a Look series are short videos with instructions on specific topics to learn. They're followed by instructions and homework in a practical exercise, and they're designed to help you understand exactly what needs to be done so that you can then apply what's learned and then go build your business. And as you gain an understanding of each topic, your skills and ability will improve dramatically. And I hope you enjoyed the series. Now, today we're going to talk about the compensation plan changes and new incentives. And we're going to explore how knowing this can play a huge role in creating your success. And when you're finished and have done this, you want to get together, do your homework with your sponsor or somebody else that you're working with so that you can fully make sure you understand everything that needs to be understood in building your business. Okay. Now, what are the changes building your business? This is kind of interesting. So what changes first happened, and we just quick review, was we now have a new senior rank, and that's 500 points, well, including $100 personal point volume. The benefit is a 5% rebate. This was something that we used to have. It was taken out. It's now back in there, and it helps with the gradient of moving up the bridge to going up the top of.
I just talked to Tim. Okay. My car is done. And
Elaine, thank you. So the silver bypass has been removed. Now this didn't really apply lately, but it did in the old days, where if somebody underneath you went to silver before you did, they would go up above you to your sponsor. You'd lose them. That's gone. So that's just, I don't think you have to really worry about that, but it's gone and it doesn't exist anymore. The requirements to advance to executive and or silver must now be achieved in a calendar month. This was a problem because it was over a 3-month period of time, and over that, and what was created was there was a lack of momentum and not very much income was generated because the volumes were so much. It's now been removed. It's now 1 month. However, if you see the asterisk here, those that started a run in November and December still can use 3 months to achieve either executive or silver. So if it's November, December, January, or if it's December, January, February, those will be allowed. The silver rank monthly OV qualification. This used to be 4,000 OV required before you would get any leadership bonus. That's been removed. Now all you have to do is your 100 PPV and your 1,500 PGPV if there are any overrides to be earned on the leaders below you. Now, there was also a 5% penalty for all leadership ranks that did not meet the PGCV override, and that's been removed. So now all you have to do is $100 you get, and you make a sale, you get your 20%, you get your 20% rebate. So these are really good incentives, or actually compensation plan changes that over the years were eliminated and caused nothing but problems. So very pleased that that's happened. Okay. So the new incentives, role and team building. And this is something I've been working on for quite some time, and very pleased that we finally came to an agreement and a strategy that I think will be very important, very financially rewarding. And well, you'll see throughout this presentation how this is all going to come together. Okay. So it starts with the Niken Powerhouse. And so the Niken Powerhouse is defined as 1 consultant and 3 customers. And I'm going to say 3 new customers. So 1 new consultant and 3 new customers creates what's called a powerhouse. Now, as you saw on Saturday with the Seiko Kai, this was released. The bonus on this is the $60 per customer, new customer that buys the water on the, which is started. It's not available on January 1st, or probably the 3rd, because the 1st and the 2nd are holidays, and we're probably not going to be paying too much attention there. But so that's the first part. The first 3 customers, $60 each. Now, on that $60, if you sign 1, you get the $60. You sign 2, you get another $60. You sign a 3rd one, you get another 60. So it's not related to anything else. If you sign the customer up on that site, you earn that $60. Additional cash bonus to the consultant who builds a powerhouse within a month, you get an additional $120. So if you complete the complete powerhouse of 3 new customers plus a new distributor consultant, you get that additional $120. Okay, so here's a summary of this. Build a Niken Powerhouse, you're paid $120, and that's paid on the 15th. 3 new customers with the waterfall cash bonus is $60 each for a total of $180, and that's paid, that $180 is paid also on the 15th. And then the retail income is $280, and that's paid on a weekly basis as normal, for a total of $580. Now, what is added on to that would be the rebates for the person that's doing this and the overrides for the sponsor. We'll get into the sponsor momentarily, but I've calculated out many different scenarios. So I'm looking at, depending on what your rank is when you start this, if it's new and building up, you're going to be somewhere a little over $600 for creating 1 powerhouse. Now, you're going to see as we progress here, the benefit of this as a story to get other people interested. But this is huge because it's about 300% greater than it's been before. So each powerhouse will generate a minimum of 580 when you add in the rebates earned based on rank advancement. This could get well over $600. The volume generated in this will be a minimum of 1,871 points. So each new customer volume will be 457. That includes shipping. And with the distributor volume of 500, the total is 1,871. Now, the distributor volume can be any volume. They can buy whatever, a new distributor can get on the site. They can do the wellness home. They can buy a bed. They can, whatever volume you create with that distributor counts. As long as they get the 500, then that completes the powerhouse. So 3 new customers, 1 new distributor, a minimum of 1,871 points. Now, if we utilize this strategy to go silver, one could then do 3 powerhouses, which would equal 5,613 points. That would be the 3 times the 1,871. And then a balance of 387 would reach the 6,000. All other qualifications, 100 ppv, 1,000 points outside the primary leg, and 500 points outside the primary and secondary leg would be met in this example, no problem. So that would achieve the silver rank. So now we have a different strategy, and we'll see. I'm going to give you an example of this strategy of utilizing this to build a silver distributorship. But here's the key thing. This could put 1,800 plus in that person's pocket. And if they do it in 30 days, that's 3 times greater than the current availability. So that's 300% increase. So now we have a little bit of a different story to start talking about, and we'll see how this plays out. Now, customers can buy more than just the waterfall, but it has to be done on a separate order. So the special site that's being set up is to facilitate this. And one of the reasons that we're utilizing this, number one, everybody needs to drink water, but number two, this is one of the products that allows the company to be more generous, whereas some of the other products don't have the same kind of margins to play with to allow the benefits that is being offered. And again, this is a strategy to help somebody build a business and get started and become financially viable in rather short order. And I'm going to show you how that works as well. And it doesn't necessarily mean this is the only way that it can be, and this is the only thing that you can do. So just keep that in mind, that many things can happen here. Okay. Now, this was a great addition, total surprise. We had looked at this as saying, you know, well, the sponsor is really the guy, the person, the gal that's going out and finding people to build these powerhouses. So we got to give that incentive. And so here's what it is. It's $200. So you help somebody build a powerhouse direct to you, then you get a $200 cash bonus. Again, this would be paid on the 15th of the following month. Okay. So each powerhouse will generate a minimum of 200 for the sponsor. And when you add in the overrides earned based on rank, this could be almost $300. And so therefore, if you help someone get to silver as the sponsor, this could be worth $600 to $700. And that's a huge difference compared to what it is currently. So taking a look at the estimated income for going silver is approximately $1,800 compared to the $600 before. So this then creates a very interesting story to attract attention. Someone could do 3 of these powerhouses with the extra volume and earn over $1,800 in their first 30 days. And it gets even more interesting. So now there's a caveat here that I want to talk about, because if the sponsor is not active and you are helping somebody below that sponsor, the bonus currently goes to the sponsor. So it doesn't go to you. So what we're looking at is this is currently being reviewed and may change to the active upline. So I wouldn't worry about it right now. I would use this as a catalyst to get that other person going and say, listen, we're going to do this. But it's a strategy. It's a, you know, something you need to plan and think about. And at the other side, we're looking at all possibilities of what would benefit the right person for doing the right work. Okay. You saw these, the period of qualifications. So from January to March, current and new consultants can participate with this. So in other words, as an existing, you're trying to rebuild your business, you want to get going. So you can utilize this for yourself. And as a distributor, you can go find 3 new customers, you can get a new consultant, you can create powerhouses, get all the bonuses, etc. From April to December, it's only going to be for new consultants with a launch window and the sign up month plus 2 months. So it's going to change in April, but right now we get it off the ground and utilize it that everybody's can play. Requirements, new consultants, new customers who start a wellness home by purchasing a PI Mag waterfall system. through my wellness home startup link. Now, what wasn't mentioned and what was discussed was the marketing plan to focus on educating and enlightening the new customers on the wellness home. So there will be a marketing program. There will be a promotional program. There will be benefits to then inform your new customers about the wellness home. And that's going to be coming. It was just a little bit much for Saturday. Now you build the Nikan Powerhouse, 3 new customers who each purchase a PyMag waterfall from the special site, and 1 new frontline consultant with 500 PPV or PGPV for that matter. And of course, we already went over all the rewards. You'll be able to review this in the PowerPoint as we after we finish this presentation. Okay, the next is the 18K Club. Now, by observation in the past, gold was, as you know, is 15,000 points, but it didn't really require other people who were engaged in building the business. Yeah, you could have an executive, or you could have other people that were buying. It was mainly a volume-oriented system. So what was fascinating about that is going gold needs help. And if you have not only yourself, but other people helping you, then it becomes a much different game. So if you could mute, please, that would be great. So in this 18K Club, you get 3 people who do 6,000 PGPV in a month. That's the 18,000. And for doing so, and you get this done in 3 months, you earn a $1,000 bonus. So again, there's the incentive to do it, and then you have the people from the first aspect, and I'm going to show you a detailed plan of how this works so that it makes further sense. And again, I've gone over this 10 gazillion times. You'll want to do the same thing to feel comfortable with it and how you could possibly use it. The period of qualification on 18K Club is any 3 months. Within 3 months, develop 3 frontline legs. Please mute. Please mute. Personal group with who each achieves 6,000 PGPV in 1 calendar month. Sponsor must achieve 100 PPV in the corresponding 6,000 PGB month for the volume to count. So usual stuff, nothing unusual there. And then you get a $1,000 bonus, which would be paid on the 15th of the following month after you've completed that. Okay. So with the 18K Club, the idea is that you also reach gold, but not just with volume, but with 3 other business builders who will also be going for gold and above. Okay, so momentum, structure, and of course, the technology of network marketing is structure. So if you're building golds and golds build goals, then that's basically how it works. So the current gold requirements are 15,000 OPV with 5,000 outside primary, 15 outside secondary. Of course, your 100 PPV. So it doesn't have a requirement for other serious business builders, which is really a hindrance. It really doesn't bode well with trying to do what we want to do. So the addition here is now you're going to get help going gold, but you have a great incentive to do so. So if you did the 18K Club, you would easily meet all the qualifications that were just listed. And more importantly, you'd have 3 key business builders. And now platinum and above becomes really, really more realistic. Now, in the process, if you did this over 3 months, then your total potential earnings are approximately $3,100, including all bonuses, commissions, rebates, and overrides. So again, this is pretty exciting. So if we take a look at this, plus a person doing their own silver and making $1,800, $1,900, we're talking almost $5,000 within the first 3 to 4 months, which is very, very exciting to be able to talk about. And that's the key to this and how it's going to work. Okay. The next bonus is the Mentor Club, the Mentee Elite Club. Now, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here because this is going to be tweaked a bit, along with what we talked about also was, okay, so basically the idea of the Mentors Club was you help two people, two silvers to go gold, become 18K club members. So it was, and that's a natural for you anyway. But what the idea was to give you an incentive for building, and that became the trip. And but at the same time, what was suggested was, well, there's no reason to eliminate those that want to continue with the Team Kaizen or Team Tai Chi method, because that's what they're used to. So I believe what's going to be looked at is a combination. You can get the trip this way by helping people go to do the 18K club, or you can do it the other way and have the two routes. So there's an alternate, but there's going to be a benefit, obviously, for building a business, because that's really what networking is all about. But here again are the qualifications. And again, these need to be looked at as well, because again, this is just what it is. So I'm going to leave it at that for the Mentors Club. It's really simple. Help two people get to 18K club. And then the benefit is you get a trip to the determined venue and city for Leadership Summit, which would be hotel and airfare. The Elite Club is the same, and I think this wasn't fully looked through, but same, 2 golds, 2 silvers, get them to the 18K member club, and then again, certifications, being the platinum to do, and not only do the airfare and hotel to the national convention, but you become a guest speaker and are sent to various locations, all expenses paid. And again, just another recognition. So with that, with Team Kaizen, Team Tai Chi, we want to make sure that, again, everybody, as Lynn said, everybody's got their own style and methods. Let's keep the doors open becomes the issue. But this is the new program, what is being suggested. And of course, it's going to be released on January 3rd, and it's only December the 19th. So lots can happen in that time frame. Okay. A quick summary of this. So you got the Powerhouse incentive, that's the startup, and then you got the 18K club to build the 3 frontline legs, and then you got the Mentor Club Elite, and then you have the Travel Club. And of course, the Travel Club is pretty much similar to what we've had before. It's on a quarterly basis and develop 6 new frontline executives, accumulate 30,000 PGPV during the period, and maintain a minimum of 100 PPV and 2,000 PGV each month during the quarter. So again, this is a program that we've had in existence. Many people have won this trip, and the benefits are a domestic trip, $2,500 is the benefit, and you're eligible to win 1 trip per quarter. So if somebody's taken advantage of this, then it could be very beneficial. Okay, there's your Travel Club. So how to make this work, the strategy. And this is my area of fun and enjoyment and expertise, and looking at the strategy. And strategy by definition is the method that you're going to use to get the job done. So, I kept thinking about this, and I'm, my line is like, well, would you be interested in making an extra $5,000? Well, I think, would you be interested in making 1,800 in the next 30 days? Kind of questions to generate the interest. And then from there, how many are going to take a look at that? And then how many would act on that? And then how many would get the job done? I think those numbers are going to be very similar to any other time frame we've had an opportunity to get involved. It depends. It really depends. But what I think is most interesting is the ability to get into a decent conversation where you can look at the whole thing and really plan and strategize how you're going to take advantage of it. And if we look at somebody like Susan Carver, who started where she started and now look where she's got, there are many people like that will look at this strategy and go, wow, man, maybe I could do this, So this then could expand once you've got the $1,800 idea out to earning almost 5,000 within the first 120 days. And then that you do get that by helping 3 get to silver and then personally completing that 18K club. And then turn that into helping those 3 legs get the 18K club, you get to gold, then you reach platinum. And there's another $3,000 to $5,000 and a trip to the national convention. So you can see how this could potentially mushroom and become a really big idea. And here's the thing, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So let's take a look at that so you get to see what this could look like. So going silver with the 3 powerhouses as one method. Now I'm going to just say this is, you could use part of this. You could use one powerhouse and other methods to get there. You're going to want to, in your homework, take a look at a number of different ways that this could be done. I'm utilizing this to show you some simplicity. So therefore, in month 2, you develop your front line, you got that down, they make the $1,800, you make the $700, but more importantly, you've got some momentum starting to happen. Now you move into month 3. So in month 3, you're going to go gold with the 18 club, maybe, or maybe not, but that's the strategy. So in month 3, you develop your second front line from the first month that you sponsored. That may be started. There may be activity going on there. It doesn't have to necessarily be 2 months later. It could be the second month. I mean, I'm just giving you a concept here to play with. And so the organization generates close to 13,500 to as much as 15,000 in OV. So you could reach gold or be very close. But more importantly, you now have 2 levels of silvers below you. And again, this is going to become important because this is one of the benefits of going gold is where you get paid to. You could earn about 300 for number 1, 700 for number 2. That'd be about $1,000. Your 1 would earn about 700 for their 1A, and your number 2 would earn about $1,800. So what are you generating here? You're generating income in your structure, which is going to be extremely motivational to continue your ability to direct to build to the next level, which would then be this. So now you reach the 18K club, you're in your 4th month, you're now gold. You create your 3rd frontline silver by utilizing this strategy. Your number 2s develop their first leg. Your number 1 has got their second leg. So they're 1 leg away from reaching the 18K club. And again, momentum. And momentum because of a number of things. 1, because people talk, you have meetings, people are excited, they're motivated, they've got money coming in, and they're experiencing the benefit of following a plan and a strategy. Now, in this particular month, you would have a minimum of about 24,000 OV, easily qualify as a gold. And the potential income here would be about $1,600 plus the bonus of $1,000 or $2,600. All right, so we're now in month 4 and we're at a level of $2,600. Now, I didn't build it any further from there because that's your job. But the idea, you can take the idea and see where this could go and how deep, and then getting to platinum, getting to diamond, getting to royal diamond becomes the issue. So this was an example for training purposes, obviously, to give you an idea of what to do and how to make this work and the potential of what could happen. It's not the only way, okay, that you could build the business, but it could be a very profitable one. And the idea here is to create a plan using this as a strategy in part or in full to help you get the job done. Now, the results that you get will depend on the work that you put into doing the activities that are known to create these results. But here's the important point. The company has given all of us this awesome tool. And if we use this correctly, then what you saw could become a reality for many people. your homework now would then be to create many different scenarios of how you could use this. And because it's not just one way. And remember, not the same resources, the same time, the same number of people, and the same amount of money to start their business. You want to create longer runways, different combinations, but with the same end result. So here's to an awesome 2023.